kick.
My name is Nadeem, but as you know, I'm just running Zavia News UK and over the world in my YouTube channel. Follow the YouTube channel. Zavia News always try to promote the new talent wherever they are, whoever they are, no bother. We just promote the new talent and always work with the old community. And I have very beautiful, the lady Miss Bradford, name is Saskia Fauguel. She is from West Yorkshire and she's Miss Bradford, and I would like to ask more about her, and she would like to share about all experience previously, what she have done, what she actually, what's the passion, what's the occupation, and how she feel that when she comes in a different community. So let's go with chat with the hello.
Hi everyone, I'm Saskia from Todmorden in West Yorkshire, and my occupation is I'm a doctor. I specialise in psychiatry, so I started my journey out being in Bradford, didn't have science A-levels, but I really wanted to help people with mental health issues and physical health issues as well, just look at everything that can be contributing to unhappiness and, you know, a barrier to well-being. So I started by going to Bradford because they were the only place that really gave me a chance with no science A-levels, and then I transferred to Leeds. I've trained for the past sort of decade in West Yorkshire and Bradford hospitals, and well-being and personal development and being your best self is everything I'm passionate about.
Right. I would like to ask, are you all educations? You live within Bradford or just Manchester? Where you born? You born in Manchester, you said?
Yeah.
Right.
Greater Manchester I was born in. Spent a bit of time around there with my family, but it's always been in sort of Bradford where I've been studying. I spent 2 years doing clinical sciences at Bradford University, and then I transferred to Leeds University as well, but because it's always hospital training, I spent a lot of time at Bradford Royal Infirmary. So.
Right. So now working in a surgery or in a hospital as a fully doctor, as you know, like a GP doctor.
Yeah. So I'm fully trained. I'm specialising in psychiatry right now, which is all about mental health and well-being, and a lot of talking therapies as well as medication and lifestyle. Yeah.
Very good. How did you feel that you can consider yourself as Miss Bradford and you would like to continue to your passion? So how did you think that you can go forward for this same passion?
Well, I think with Miss Bradford, the reason I sort of entered it is because I think you can be beautiful at all sizes, all shapes, whatever your background. But I think it's to do with being your healthiest self. I was quite an overweight person until about 2 years ago. I was quite obese, which is why I really believe in like well-being, emotional and physical. I lost 4 stone, and it's with that I felt a bit more confident, a bit more like healthy in myself. I want to encourage others that no matter what your barriers are, that you know you can try and overcome them, and you know it's good for your emotional well-being and physical health as well. I think it's really important, and it's why I went into it, to show other people and try and be a role model, because I think beauty comes from within and being a kind person. And I would just want to give back to this community that, you know, I wouldn't be a doctor without going to Bradford, without them giving me a chance. So I really want to help this, you know, my community to believe in themselves more.
What's your react your family when you selected as Miss Bradford, or you start your modelling?
My family didn't quite understand it. They've seen like things like toddlers and tiaras, like very sort of negative view of pageants and modelling as superficial. They didn't really see what good it would do, and they said, you're a doctor, why would you want to do this? Focus on your medical career. But I see it as, you know, like quite interlinked. A lot of doctors do go into it because it's an advocacy role, really. You get to be a good role model. It's not just about modelling from a physical point of view. It's about, you know, helping others and being a nice person and, you know, inner beauty. So my family were quite shocked that I entered it. They didn't really understand why. They sort of said, you know, you're a doctor, why do you care about being in a beauty pageant? They saw it as quite superficial and what I think is quite an old-fashioned view of beauty pageants and modelling. I see it as something more as, you know, your inner beauty and trying to encourage others and using your role as an advocate to help people in your community, in your country. And I sort of try to explain that to my mum and dad. They're a bit more supportive now. They like what I'm doing, but I feel it's quite interlinked with, you know, being a doctor.
How's it in your families, your brothers, sisters, what they think about it?
My two brothers, they're quite encouraging about it. One of them, he's very sort of into it. He's very supportive, wanting people to, when I was doing Miss England, to vote for me. He's wanting to sort of, you know, get me involved in charities. My other brother, he's a little bit younger. He doesn't sort of understand it so much. He's like, oh, why are you wearing a crown out in public? That's what people are looking at me. He's a little bit more sort of shy, but I'm trying to encourage him to, you know, be a bit more confident in being himself.
When you work in a hospital and your colleagues, they say something too.
Yeah, it's funny really. My new job, I've only been in it about 4 weeks, and my consultant, he said, I've heard you were Miss England, you was in Miss England, what are you doing here? I thought you would, you know, not be too bothered about medicine, and I think there's very supportive from my colleagues, but again, they don't sort of always quite understand why it links with medicine and why it would link with, you know, helping and advocating to others. Because I think that's what we need to change as well, that beauty isn't just about sort of superficial physical things. It's about, you know, your inner beauty, encouraging others and, you know, promoting well-being and confidence.
I think, you know, when you, the doctor, plus you're caring about your health and outlook or as a model, so you will be more, you know, look after than the other people, because you know about the medicine, you know about the creams you need to be maintain your face and body and everything. This is more help when you live with any medical company or as you the doctor, you know, more feel better.
Yeah, it does help having a medical background, but I mean, a lot of it is to do with your mindset. I've known about, you know, what's healthy and what's not healthy my whole life. Yet I've still been overweight and obese most of my life as well. It's not about just like sort of knowing what you should do, because I've known that for years, but it's only in the last year that I really had the mindset. And I think people, they get this misconception to, you know, look after yourself and lose weight and because you hate your body, and that's not the case. You should look after it, eat well and exercise, because it's good for you mentally, because it's good for you physically, and, you know, because you love your body, not because you dislike it. And
you know, some people, they just middle of age, 30 years old or 35, and they just, you know, they grow the body and they give up. So they try to do that, but they want to do, but they can't do that. Is there any message for them to maintain the body like me? So I need to be more reduced it.
Well, we all do things that are unhealthy. I'm not saying, you know, that you have to live completely unhealthy, because it's about your emotional well-being as well. If you want to have some cake, I'm not saying don't have cake. You know, that's good for you emotionally. I feel like it's good for your soul. But, you know, we all do things that aren't always the best for us. We've got to live life and be happy, but at the same time, you need to sort of ask yourself, are you really happy the way that you are? It's about being the most healthy version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself in all aspects. I think I just advise them to do what they can, try and, you know, be a little bit more active, because it is good for your mental health and your physical health as well.
Right, you know, the newcomers there who would like to join in the future, so what you advise to them, that they just carry on as passion, right? Because obviously they need to sort of job to get the money for it, yeah. But when the basic starting, so them just make a passion, should be the passion, not the business.
Yeah.
So that's, you need to be advised the newcomers.
Yes, so I think there's always a lot of barriers to what you want to do in life. I mean, I didn't come from a very sort of rich background at all. My dad is the only other person that's been to university apart from me, and he did that as a mature student and grew up in a 2 up, 2 down flat in Manchester. So I think it is hard. There's obviously a lot of money issues and deprivation along with other barriers, but as long as you keep motivated, you keep trying your best, it's hard to overcome some barriers, but you can do it. Just keep believing in yourself. Don't focus on the barriers. Just focus on, I will do this, I want to do this, and how best to overcome things, rather than focusing on, no, I can't do this because of this. That's what I'd advise. Just, believe in yourself and keep trying.
Yeah, basically, you would like to explain, never give up.
Yeah.
Right, and keep trying. The one day you will be succeed. So because your inside body power, they give you more support to when you give up. Because once you give up, it means you are loser, and you don't want to be a loser. Because always your passion will take you forward. So carry on, and support the newcomers, and support and Saskia. On just keep looking the Zavia News UK. So I always support the newcomers or new talent with the Zavia News. Keep contact. Zavia News will promote you as we always do the all communities. Thank you very much. Keep watching Zavia News UK.
Thank you, Zavia News UK.
Thank you very much. We always do the all communities. Thank you very much. Keep watching Zavia News UK.
Thank you, Zavia News UK.
Thank you very much.